My parents always told me that don't get married, First make a career. I didn't get work that I wanted. I never got scripts that I wanted. At the same time, my husband was doing so well, phenomenally well. I worked all my way up and out there, not to be tagged as somebody's partner. One of you is doing well. Imagine both of you not doing well. That would be rock bottom to even your relationship.
हेलो, आप लोगों का फिर से स्वागत है एक और एपिसोड मेल फेमिनिस्ट में। इस समय हमारे साथ बैठी हैं पत्रलेखा। से हेलो।
हेलो।
मुझे ये सबसे पहले जानना है कि आपका चाइल्डहुड कैसा था यार?
So I come from Shillong, which is a very, very matriarchal society. I have a younger brother. So in my family, we all got the same opportunities. We went to the same school. My parents always told me that don't get married, First make a career. To me and my sister. That was the first thing they kept telling. तो मैं जब मुंबई आई, मैं जब लोगों से मिली, that's when it dawned upon me that
it's a different society.
It's a different society, My friends were getting married at 21 here, and back there, people are still working. My friends are still not married. So it was actually quite a culture shock.
So क्या होता है ऐसी सोसाइटी में जहाँ मेट्रियार्क्स रूल कर रही होती है? In the truest sense कि मतलब घर के काम से लेके restrictions to what you can do, ये सब clear है फिर नहीं है ये सब ऐसा?
ऐसा कोई लाइन ही नहीं है यार. मतलब my father used to cook food, my mother used to cook food
on a daily basis.
Not on a daily basis, but whenever they felt like they wanted like a specific kind of mutton that my father was good at, or a specific kind of chicken that my mother is good at. So there were no boundaries. Like हमें कभी बताया नहीं गया. Oh, this is a weird thing to say, but in many families you're not allowed to enter your puja ghar or kitchen while you're on your period, right?
Correct.
ये सब हमें पता ही नहीं था यार. Culturally, it's very different where I had come from. It had taken me many years because, for example, my driver, but not my driver, but I'm giving an example. He'd do something. He wouldn't listen to me because I'm a girl, right? And he would listen to a boy. So that really threw me off. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And why are they only listening to him and not me? So it took me some time to understand, and it took me some time to understand how patriarchal the society is and how actually, we have to navigate around it, and it is actually quite tiresome.
ऐसा होता था कि आपका भाई फुटबॉल खेल रहा है और
मेरा भाई आज भी फुटबॉल खेलता है.
Of course, why not?
He's crazy about football, and my mom is always yelling because one day he's coming with a broken leg, a sprained ankle, so it's always. But then that's what he loves. That's what he religiously follows.
But आप लोगों के लिए ऐसा नहीं था कि ये आप लोग कर सकते हो, ये उसका टेरिटरी?
Everything used to be equal. शाम को हम खेलने जाते थे, कुछ भी खेलते थे, फुटबॉल हो, बास्केटबॉल हो, मतलब whatever, right? But
और इतने बजे तक घर आने वगैरह नहीं था?
था कि 7 बजे तक आप आ जाओ.
तीनों
But
को?
Not only for me and my sister. My brother also had to come back at 7. It was not like अच्छा आप दोनों आ जाओ, आप बाद में आओ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. मैं जिस स्कूल में गई, असम वैली, even that was a very big learning experience for me because यार मेरे को समझ में, my boyfriends, my classmates, they are boys. मेरे को समझ में ही नहीं आया कि what was the difference till I went to an all girls school. We had to play games together, be it football, be it basketball, cricket. तो ऐसा कुछ था ही नहीं कि अच्छा आप थ्रिलिंग हो तो आप सिर्फ बैडमिंटन खेलोगे या आप चेस खेलोगे, और आप पुलिंग हो तो आप, ऐसा था ही नहीं कुछ. तो या इट वाज क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट
यार. बट ये बताओ, बोर्डिंग स्कूल की थोड़ी बात स्किप हो गई, बट
हाँ.
मुझे ना बहुत फीमेल फ्रेंडशिप्स के बारे में अभी पता चल रहा है. एंड हमें ऐसा लॉन्डो में ऐसा लगता है कि यार लड़का लड़का मतलब हम लोग तो अलग फ्रेंडशिप है. बट द मोर आई लर्न अबाउट फीमेल फ्रेंडशिप, मुझे ना थोड़ा सा अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, क्योंकि आई रियलाइज फीमेल फ्रेंडशिप्स आर very advanced from male friendships.
I still have my friends from school, right? When we were in the 7th standard, and my friends from the 12th standard, we are still in touch. And they are the ones that I call up when things seem bleak, or I feel lost, or I feel troubled, because I just feel like they understand. So my best friend is also a boy. The moment I go and tell my issues, he will just be like, "Chhodna yaar." Or they just like put it under the carpet कि रहने दे.
हाँ.
But my girlfriends are not like that. They will listen out, they will hear it out, and they will tell me what is in their best knowledge, you know.
Coming to your career, as a personality development, how is the industry shaping up a woman? जैसे कि when you're on set, there are certain ways in which you see people and you draw from them, right? For a woman, it must have been difficult because वहाँ पर इतने men नहीं होते, थोड़ा intimidating ज़्यादा भी हो जाता है because as an actor is already in focus. फिर उसके बाद अगर जो मैं पहुँचना चाह रहा हूँ जिस पे वो है disparity in the gender ratio on our set.
In terms of disparity,
men to women on set or any other gender on set. I mean, पहले हम female fix कर लें, फिर हम लोग बाकी genders को employ करना चाहिए. But I think that can be intimidating. So how are you growing up as evolving as an actor is the question then.
Your mic dada is a mic dada, right?
Always.
And why? I mean, it's uncomfortable that he's putting it in he's trying to fix it, right? But I think things are changing again. So I was on a set, Rajan DK's set, and they made sure that I had a mic girl.
Really?
Yeah, which is amazing, right? She would come inside the vanity, she would fix the mic properly. These are very small things, but it's very, very comforting, you know. My costume assistant, like the costume designer's assistant, are girls nowadays. Back then it used to be like
men.
Because
they're also doubling up as tailor.
Yeah, correct. You're making the tailor your assistant. 8 years back, these things were there. But then I can't complain because it's changing now. I just feel so happy when I see women DOPs, you know. I mean, I'm like, Jai baat.
Yes. Do you remember first time when you put your foot down like a B move, but assertive, real woman just putting her point through kind of move?
So like I told you, you know, Bombay was very overwhelming and people used to eve tease. You know, when I was out on the streets, you know, and I would come back home and I would tell Raj that, you know, it's uncomfortable. And Raj is like, what are you scared of? Just give it back to them, na? Ki kya dekh raha hai? Kya kar raha hai tu? So actually, he's taught me that.
Kya baat?
Ki kya kar rahe ho? And actually,
suddenly Haryana Gurgaon came out. It's like, bhai mukka marega.
No, but that's made me feel quite strong. You know? Now that when I go for a walk or something and I see a person looking at me in a weird way, as a girl, I can always make out. I'm like, what are you staring at? You know?
Aap aisa bolte hai?
Yeah, always. I made it a rule, and my husband's taught me this. And so, of course, it makes him very uncomfortable. But
how does it then evolve for your family to know that, जो हम लोग dating friendship की बात कर रहे थे, that you're in a live-in? Were you able to tell that to your parents on either side?
So it's very funny. You know what happened? I had a major fight with my sister, and I was like, I don't want to stay with you. She's like, I don't want to stay with you. Then I was like, I'm going. She's like, get out. And I had just come back from a shoot, so I was like freaking cranky also. So I packed my bags and I'm like, I'm leaving. She's like, go now. Why are you waiting here? I packed my bags and I left. I thought I'll come back in 3 days. But
then, that's how you left.
That's how I left. I fought with my sister.
So Raj is basically like your like backup, which became main A, not B anymore. A plan ho gaya wo.
Yeah, but you know, my parents didn't tell me much. We have been dating since 11th year we got married, right? So I think we were already dating for 6-7 years, and then I moved in with him. So I don't know if it was like very shocking for my parents. They were all right with it. My dad really wanted me to get married, and then when we decided that we will, he passed away. And but I didn't, like, I told my mom, what should we do? Should we change the date? And he just dropped one day. He got a brain stroke and he was in Shimla, and he just dropped. Then I told my mom that now what do we do? And my mom was like, no, of course you should get married on that same day, because that's the last thing he knew, right? And that made him the happiest. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Of course it was quite troubling, but again, Raj being the partner that he is, he just comforted all of us out of it. He was with us for 3 months, 2 months in Shillong with me and my family. There was, of course, the lockdown going on, and he really helped us navigate through a lot of things, financial, dad's office, bank work.
It's very easy for the industry to put the the partner tag.
Yeah.
एंड आप लोग उतना पार्टीज में साथ नहीं दिखते, तो आपके बारे में काफी अफवाहें उड़ती थी, ये क्या बकचोदिया, एंड हाउ डू यू डील विद दैट एज अ पर्सन who's being written about?
I mean, people always ask me that initially I used to be very taken back ki how come you're not seeing me as an actress, how come you're just seeing me as his partner, and also it's a very big thing, right? I worked all my way up and out there not to be tagged as somebody's partner, you know, Are Rajkumar's girlfriend,
or just that. I mean,
or just
sure.
that,
Yeah.
you know. What do you mean by Rajkumar's girlfriend? A, girlfriend has a name. B, girlfriend is an actor, right?
See, she's a different human altogether also.
Correct. And it can go on and on. But after a point, I just switched off my mind. I was like, screw it. I cannot change the labels that they put. I cannot change what I can't change that, you know. No matter who I hire, PR team, this, that, it's not going to change because ये छप गया है. All I can do is do my work quietly and be happy in the life that I live.
But फिर उसमें आपको कहीं ना कहीं आपका आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस हो जाता है ना कि भाई मैं भी तो है ऐसा वाला.
I would be lying if I say it didn't bother me and all. It did bother me, but I just feel like I conditioned myself a certain way, and I was like, it's okay, this is what it is. What makes me happy? Proving myself. I want to continue my acting work, and I will do whatever I can in my capacity. When I just knew that when I turned back, my only mantra in life, I don't know, since I was like 17, 18 years old, when I turned back, I shouldn't regret that I didn't do this enough, I didn't try this enough. And I just feel like I'm in a position now, after this many years, when I turn back, I really don't regret any of my decisions, the films that I did or I didn't do, or
whatever choices.
Whatever choices. I don't regret my choices at all. So
super. Then you're there. You're your own individual.
Yeah.
वहाँ थोड़ी ना किसी को जज करना, वहाँ आपका ही जजमेंट चल गया. ये लोगों को नहीं पता होता कि एक फिल्म से दूसरी फिल्म की स्ट्रगल होती है, तो मतलब लाइक दैट स्ट्रगल नोबडी टॉक्स अबाउट. वो मुझे हमेशा बात करनी होती है, क्योंकि एक आर्टिस्ट जो सस्टेन कर रहा है ना 10 साल तक, उसको पता है कि भाई सिटी लाइट सेट हो गई, फिर उसके बाद कैसी स्ट्रगल.
It was only a downfall. Down and down and down and down. Okay.
क्या बात कर रही हो?
Yeah. I didn't get work that I wanted. I never got scripts that I wanted, and it really broke my heart. And at the same time, my husband was doing so well, phenomenally well. एक के बाद hit, एक के बाद एक hit. I didn't know what to do, you know. And I feel like these things really help you see life in a better way.
What thing?
There are good days, there are bad days. When good days come, bad days come. So my life's also been like that.
So 2 questions here. How is one dealing with a very successful partner when there may be a low in your life? Because that's a personal kind of insight I want to know.
Okay, so you know, somebody had told me, I don't remember who, one of you is doing well. Imagine both of you not doing well. That would be
rock bottom.
Rock bottom to even your relationship, you know.
It could, yeah, of course.
So I mean, I just took it that way, and Raj is such a nice guy. Yeah, it's crazy. So he had, of course, he saw success much earlier, but in my most downtrodden times also, he was sitting and giving me cues for my auditions, and just he wanted me to excel. And who does that? Because see, he by then had become a very established actor.
Yeah.
Everybody knows his voice, and that's going to the casting office, that's going to the directors, the channel heads. One will take a back seat and think ना कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए कि नहीं. But yeah, he's just a rock star, and I just feel like because Raj is such an amazing person that, you know, our relationship saw the light of the day. And you know, for me individually, for my career also, he was like so positive that I sailed through it. And my parents, obviously.
Yeah.
Can't
I think
forget
if
that.
there's a nomination that we should have on the Male Feminist, yours will be
Rajkumar Rao.
Yeah.
Obviously.
1000 कमेंट ऑन दिस वीडियो, हम राजकुमार राव को पहला आदमी बनेंगे मेल फेमिनिस्ट का. ठीक है, ये बताओ फिर आपको शादी के बाद ऐसा सब नहीं बोल रहे लोग, बच्चे का सीन?
नहीं, कोई नहीं बोल रहा.
Touch wood,
I'm
great stuff.
amazed.
घर वाले भी नहीं?
नहीं. My mom is okay. She's like, no. Whenever you want to do. Also because it's been such a long struggle, and now that I'm working, why will they say now अभी तुम घर बैठ जाओ?
ये बताओ फिर what are your thoughts on consent? Because consent पे चर्चा is a big segment of our show. So how do you see consent being clear, like a no is a no वाला बात जो होता है?
A no is a no.
That's it.
that's it. It ends there. I don't want to have this coffee. I don't. I mean, I can't, I don't understand. It's as simple, no. Siddharth, I want to ask you this. When you say no, what does it mean to you?
बस हाँ, no.
No. तो ये तो इतनी ही simple बात है यार. But उतना simple है नहीं ना.
हाँ. That's why we bring it up, even though it's a 10-second conversation, but ये हम लोग बार बार बताना चाह रहे हैं क्योंकि आप कोई भी जनरेशन के हो सकते हो, कोई भी जेंडर के हो सकते हो, आपको थोड़ी सी करेज लाके सिर्फ ना बोलना जरूरी है. आई थिंक दैट डज एवरीथिंग. तो ये बताओ कि men do get still intimidated by strong opinionated women, no?
Yeah, always. But some men love it.
Yeah.
They root for strong opinionated women. Yeah.
We're one of them.
But I think our industry, fortunately, is blessed with a lot of men like this. They understand, especially the directors that I know, be it Hansal Mehta, be it Anubhav Sinha, be it Rajan DK. For them, they like people. Again, what is male and female about it? It's an opinion that you have, and you must put that forward.
As human.
As human.
But so, what then, Patralekha, becomes feminism for you?
Since childhood, it was equal opportunities that I and my sister and my brother got, and equal rights to, as simple as food kept on the table. What my brother gets is what we get. What my parents have given us, everything is equal. If my brother gets a pair of shoes because he wants to go play football, we are asked whether we want new pair of shoes because they are going to get that pair of shoes. So it's as simple as that.
And as precise as that.
As precise as.
Kadak. ये बताओ, what is the message to the 16-year-old self that you would like to give on that camera?
I'll tell her that don't worry. Not that she worried much. She was crystal clear, but always in the fear whether, you know, whether she will make it as an actor and whether things will, you know, churn up the way that she wanted. You did well. All good.
What should men stop telling women?
उनको क्या करना चाहिए, उनके लिए क्या सही है. Please stop it.
आपको कैसे पता क्या उन लोग के लिए क्या सही है?
Correct.
What do you think men can do to be better allies?
What I've learned at home and what I've seen my brother, my father and my husband, just letting us be and not always being so shaken and scared. We can take care of ourselves, and trust me, we can.
Super, 100%. If you had to nominate a woman, who do you think we should have on our show?
I really, Huma.
Huma?
Huma.
Huma, we should have on our show.
Yeah, Huma, you should come here.
Yeah.
She's one of the biggest feminist cheerleader actresses that we know of.
Really?
Yeah.
Super, super. We should have her on the show. But happy to have you on the show. कैसा लगा
Thank
आपको?
you, Sid. बहुत मजा आया.
सही है ना?
Yeah, I just really felt like I'm chilling with a friend of mine.
Hey, thank you. We're at Silk Route in Juhu, and this is the Male Feminist signing off.